world of YouTube. There for sight. Stepping aside a little bit. I've been a little bit busy trying to get some videos in. I know I got some in, but not enough like I was and used to. Been very busy. Trying to stay above water here, folks. Even though I see my views and stuff and subscribers change, it's getting still a little tough. Keep up with this. I wish this would blow the frig up and just get over with and done with. Damn it! But gotta keep chugging along and keep hoping for the best to come out of this. As I'll tell you right now, yeah, I'm making money. I'm not making great money. I wish YouTube would just pay me some good money. But I ain't got the money to put back into YouTube, that's for sure. Especially when you gotta campaign things. Oh, does it suck. But 3 weeks ago I was got on Amazon. And, of course, believe it or not, I figured I'd watch a Bruce Willis movie that came up. And, of course, it was Die Hard. Now, I have been a Bruce Willis fan, believe it or not, since the 1984 TV show came out. And I just seen something on him. He's been acting since the 70s, but of course I think he would, safe to say, made that breakthrough in Moonlighting. And it was Sybil Shepherd that was playing with him, I believe it was. And I mean, it was a funny dude. A lot of action in that stuff. And, I was hooked. And this always leads me to stuff like this, the little guys in the TV world say so. Bruce Willis, Bruce Lee, Burt Reynolds, the list goes on, Chuck Norris. All these well-known tough actors. And some of the stunts, of course, in Bruce Willis stuff. Of course, hang on, it's a damn phone, man. Screwing up on me. He does his own friggin' stunts. The list goes on of movies. Sixth Sense. Death Becomes Her. I love that movie. That was a good, funny movie. Armageddon, of course. All the Die Hard movies, I mean, you can't get them wrong. And then when he was stepping in with Arnold Schwarzenegger and, Sly Stallone and the Untouchables. This guy, man, is like any other actor of action. He made it all friggin' play right, Always give you something to look forward to watching movies. Of course, the famous saying of yippee-ki-yay, mother! Oh, man. Me and the boys back in the day had a field day with that one. Of course, he's also in the lines of, like, say, Mel Gibson. All these, little guys that make the movie, like, make you look like, ooh, yeah. You ain't gotta be no big action. I mean, I'm not trying to put a ball busting Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I ain't gonna be big like him to do action movies. Dolph Lundgren. It's the little guys that make the world rock. And Bruce Willis did that well. And of course, I gotta dedicate a video to him too, man, because you know, you get choked up seeing a poor guy like this that just can't. It sucks, man, to see. And you know what? You can believe it or not. 2 weeks ago, I was watching a video on him, and he was on a talk show, late night talk show. And the guy was busting his chops. He's like, "Oh, I know you don't do your own stunts." He goes, "Yes, I do." And, then they get into a big, huge brawl on this talk show. And, of course, in the end, Bruce Willis whoops his ass. And he's like, "Oh, well, all right." He's like, "I gotta say, yeah, you better say, Bruce Willis just whooped your ass." And not even, like I say, a week after, whatever, then they diagnosed with this shit, man. And, I'm always saying, I'm not a prayer. I don't go towards God for help. And this is the reason why, man, because always, whether it's the good dying young or someone just ends up good with a disease, and start a whole malfunction. It's like, to me, you want to talk about God, to me, I'll tell you, God's being real selfish right now. That's why I always say I'm a non-praying Indian. Or, non-praying Native American. And it's sad, man, real frickin' sad to even think that, this is even happening. It's even like all the good rockers, can't help people age, people get old, people pass on with a legacy. But, he was doing another movie, I guess, and it got so bad so quick that right there to have an earpiece for him to say his lines, it's like, wow. But for him to keep going and him to keep, want to keep people entertained, and then all of a sudden, selfishness comes through the almighty hand. And it's like, wow. But yet, you just sit here and look around and you got nasty people out there still roaming the earth. I can name a lot of people. Lots of people. Especially people that I know that don't even deserve to be walking on this friggin' earth. Waste of breath. But yet they still sit there and roam and continue to get away with what they're doing. And even if you say so, turn that person in or go to do something, well, nothing happens. It's like, wow, man. It's like, wow. And yet we sit here and now gotta live with the disease of this person just forgetting everything. It's real sad. And the evil walks this earth. Is that what happens, supposedly, when you start getting more good in life? Don't get me wrong, I'm sure I've heard some things that, Bruce Willis has done. Also, everybody does something and comes on through and breaks that barrier. But is that what it comes down to? You start being good, selfish man up there just wants to take you up there with him. Too good for this earth. How about keep the person here so people can have that and not take them up there with you? But whatever. like I say, I guess people get old, people move on, people pass on. But man, for the crap that I've been through in the past 2 years, 3 years, I don't know, man. I don't know. It really sucks. And I'm put here to live with this world and left here to live with the evil that walks among us. It just makes me sick. And I can't sit here and say it enough, folks. Well, Billy Joel got it right. Only the good die young. And I'm not, trying to say anything about Bruce Willis passing or jinx him, but hey, it's pretty much destroying your brain and forgetting and not being able to communicate in life no more. You're pretty much gone, man. There's nothing in the world after that. And these are the things I think of on a daily basis, man, because, like I say, I keep getting challenges and brick walls slammed in my face. Trying to get through it. Pound one brick at a time. But always seems I get to be slammed down and try to get back up. So that's part of the reason why I've been lacking on some videos and stuff, because trying to full moon out tonight. Well, almost. Like I'm saying, I'm just trying to keep a straight mind. Trying to stay sane. But Mr. Selfish up there gotta keep taking people. Why don't you take the rotten ones? In the First Testament, as they called out the towns of wickedness. But I wonder why Noah made that ark. Because God drowned out the town that was wicked. Joseph or someone called out Sodom. Or God called out Sodom and told Joseph or somebody to get all the good people out, or him out, or whoever the hell it was, and burn that wicked town to the ground. Now, millions of years later, just too many wicked people to kill, I guess, but yet you can take the good ones. I don't understand all this God stuff. Just makes me very, very uncomfortable. Even when I know what he's done in the past. And I've been meaning to go back into my old Bible and read things that have been said. And it's like, wow. Nothing has changed a goddamn thing. I can't understand that. And then we got people like polygamies, and I can't even say that word, and please don't correct me, because them people are hypocrites. One man, one woman is what the man of God up in the big house is supposed to be in the Bible. But yeah, we got polygamies breaking that rule. And yet them people get to walk the earth. I don't know why he ain't striking them people dead, because I think it's sick to have multiple wives, many children. And actually, I was supposed to go over that. And because there's been some stuff that has come out with one polygamist, Please don't correct me. Sick people. And the background on this man, and I will be saying it, and I've heard him say it before, through TV, because my wife watches this show and everything. It's like, wow, these people really need to be shot down by the hand of Christ. But yet he lets these people roam, and Bruce and many others in this world. And I still ain't even got to step up and do it. I gotta get up there to that point, but I still gotta do my honoring of Betty Davis. No, excuse me, Betty White. Betty Davis too. She was a good actress, but I think she lived her life out. But Betty White, boy, still gotta do a tribute on her and the Golden Girls, because I'll tell you, whenever I first heard them women on TV back in the 80s, back in 87, 88, what the hell did that woman just say? Oh, boy. I mean, don't get me wrong, them women did lead out their lives, and they did live, but still, they could have lived a lot longer. And Betty White, why couldn't she stick around here till 100, celebrating her birthday and that 2 week before she passes, or a week or whatever it was? It's like, wow. Someone up there being selfish there, huh? Selfish. Now you're done taking my man Bruce. Unbelievable. But hypocrites out there in the world, child molesters, killers. BG, get to roam the earth. Get to sit here on this joyful life that they created, think they are in this fantasy world, and you think God will strike them down? No. No, they won't. Take the good from us. And I've seen that a lot happen. A lot. But I'm not in here to bash anybody. You have your beliefs, I have mine. And like I always say, mine are the Native American spirits. Which I gotta get back into this. Because I've been having some weird freaking dreams, boy. And I believe that I've had spirits mocking me to come on. Hell, even evil ones. They're waiting for me. But I'm in the process of that. Getting back in. I gotta get back to the Hoosac Tunnel. I'm going to the Central Shaft sometime when I get there, but it's on my to-do list. But, all in all, man, this is a sad day in history. Of course, Bruce Willis, obviously, just you can say, lost his mind. And not mentally either. Just lost it. And that's very sad to me, man, because this guy was, I don't care what anybody says, he was a damn good actor. And, action-packed. Funny, too, when he wanted to be. So, no damn well I had to get my honoring out to this man. I mean, I'm sure it's all downhill after this, and I hate to say it, man, but I think he's not gonna be around too long after this. Just getting your mind taken from you. And not being able to remember a damn thing. And just to think what his kids are gonna go through, man. Just the thought, the mere thought. Unbelievable. But until that next video, be safe, take care. And Bruce, man, I know you probably won't ever hear this or, of course, remember it, but I'm a huge fan, my brother. will be always, and I just can't believe that. Hey, cut that out. I watched a couple things, and then all of a sudden this comes up. It's like, hey, cut it out. It was like a slap in the face. Man, get out of here, Pugs. Come on, Ted. But get out of here, Pugs being a jerk. People over here, hey, and sit there and talk to the pug as he's being a jerk. Like I always say, take care, be safe, everyone. And God forbid, God forbid, if anybody has this happen in their family, very sad. Hope no one has to go through this. Out.